Good morning, welcome back to another video. Today is a full day of eating. Today is a rest day, so I'm going to take you through my full rest day calories, all my meals and everything that I consume in today. It's just gone 7 o'clock in the morning. Today is Wednesday, I don't know what the date is. Today's Wednesday, the 27th, I'm guessing. 27th. So, as I said, it's just gone 7, so that means most of the shops are now open. So we're going to go down to Morrison's, get the food shopping for the next 3 to 4 days. I do a Wednesday and a Sunday for food shop. They're my 2 days. And basically just get stuff for 3 or 4 days in the week. And yeah, so we're going to go and get the food shop done. I like to go and get it early, one, because I get to avoid any sort of crowds in the shop, because I hate bumper cars and all that in the shop. If you've done that before, it stresses me out, so I try and avoid that as much as possible. So we get on early. There's like 5 or 6 people usually, which is great. Get the shopping and come back and get our first 2 meals in, which I'll run through with you. So yeah, enjoy. So back from the shops, done the food shop for the next 4 days. Next one will be Sunday. About to go into meal 1 and 2. Today's meals, we've got 7 meals in total for today. 6 meals and then 1 refeed meal. So that's why the calories are quite high. I think our normal rest day calories are around 4,400, I think. And this refeed meal is around 800 calories. So that's why we get the total we do. So before meal 1 and 2, I like to have meal 1. And then my refeed meal, I have about, depending on time, depending on what my day is like, I will have either straight after my meal 1 or wait about half an hour to an hour and then go into that refeed meal, which is basically meal 2. So before that, about 20 minutes before I have meal 1 and 2, so the meal 1 and then the refeed meal, I will take a GDA. So this is I Drive by Applied Nutrition. Basically just helps shuttle all the carbs that we're going to be consuming, because it's a very high carb meal. Basically our refeed is primarily carbs, not much protein, not much fat, just carbs. But the GDA helps to shuttle all those carbs straight into the muscle, where we can use it for energy instead of going elsewhere, and helps digestion as well. I felt by using this, I can consume both those meals 1 and 2, pretty easily, and then pretty much like an hour to an hour and a half after, I'm hungry again. So you know, it does work, and it helps shuttle all those carbs into the right places, where we can use just for energy, which is good, which is what we need to do. So I take 2 capsules 20 minutes before this meal, so I'm going to take it now. It's about coming up to 8:15. So I'll eat my meal around 25 to 9. And yeah, we're going to get on this meal. We will talk you through, once I've cooked everything up, I'll talk you through meals 1 and 2. So meal 1 and 2 done. That's meal 1 and the refeed meal. Just turn the fan off so you can hear me. Meal 1 and the refeed meal done, so pretty much meal 1 and 2. I'll run you through it now. So starting with, I'll show you properly, but we got 1 bagel, sesame, the best. Let me know if you're a plain New York bagel person or a sesame. Interesting. I swap between the 2, depending on what mood I'm in. 75 gram of avocado, 4 rashers of bacon medallions, and 4 whole eggs. going with poached today. Sometimes I'll go fried, again depending on what mood I'm in. And then our refeed meal, which is pretty simple, just simple carbs. We got 10 rice cakes, it was 7 plain and 3 caramel, because I couldn't find any plain rice cakes in the shop today. And then 2 square bars, chocolate one and the new cookies and cream. Pretty good. And then with the rice cakes, we go 70 grams of jam as well. Again, pretty simple. And I'll wash that down with a coffee. Something which I wanted to mention as well was salt. I don't think people pay attention to their salt intake as much as they should, as it plays a massive role in training, recovery, hydration, everything. So with my salt, I do 7 grinds on each meal. I know it's pretty precise, but I've played around with salt and done, 5, 8, 10 grinds, and 7 seems to be my happy medium. So 7 grinds of the grinder of salt on each meal. So that's pretty much 6 meals today. We'll have 7 grinds of salt. I don't know how much that weighs out to. I mean, it's probably like a gram. So it's like 7 or 8 grams of salt a day, which works pretty well. And then I have my electrolytes as well. So I'll have a 1.5 litre with this meal of 10 grams of essential amino acids, 5 grams of creatine, and 2 scoops of electrolytes as well. And that's pretty much meal 1 and 2 done. As I said before, I had my GDA, glucose disposal agent, about 20 minutes ago. So that'll be ready to go now, ready to do its job, and we'll get this meal in. Might as well show you while I'm here. Actually, I'll show you the next slide. So this is meal from Bird's Eye View. We got meal 1, and then meal 2, refeed meal, 70 grams of jam. That was the first meal. Right, so meal 3 going in now. It's currently 12 o'clock dead. So it's been about 2.5 hours since we last ate. Because we had our first meal and then our refeed meal, which is we had about an hour after our first meal. So this is meal number 3. So we have 300 grams of Alpro yogurt, high protein yogurt, 100 grams of Rice Krispies, 25 grams of peanut butter, 1 banana, 25 grams of honey, and cinnamon. So it's a pretty hefty meal. I think it's like 1,000 calories, all this. It's a big bowl. It's good. Good meal. Goes down a treat as well, because it's sweet. My teeth hurt a bit afterwards, but it goes down well. So this is meal number 3. And then we got our, after this now, it's every 2 hours for meals. So I'll show you that when we come to each meal. That's meal number 3. We're going to get this in now. No GDA with this meal, or any of the others, because they're not as high carb as our last 2, so no need to supplement that. But yeah, we're going to get this on, and we'll see you for the next meal. Okay, so meal number 4 going in right now. It's just gone 2 o'clock, so 2 hours after our last meal. We have 125 gram of rice, dry weight, so that's about 375 gram cooked weight, 2 fillets of cod, courgette and soy sauce, and that's it. And then a banana as well. So that is meal number 4. Gonna get that in now, and then I will see you for our next meal. Next meal going down, it's about 4:30, so about 2.5 hours after we had our last meal. This meal now is 160 gram of salmon, 125 gram of rice, which is about 375 grams cooked weight, and then courgette, soy sauce, and that's it. And then square bar for afters. Square bar is just their easier way of getting more carbs in, same as the banana, just adding the addition of those types of easy fast carbs with a meal instead of increasing rice. We can throw one of them in. It's just easy, digestible, and increases our carbs for the day. So 4:30, this meal's going down now. This is meal number 5. Just have to check the bag. Yeah, meal number 5. So meal number 5 going in, and then after this, 2 more meals to go. We got our last meal, and then our pre-bed meal, which we'll have when we get home. I was going to say something about the salmon. The salmon is ready to eat. So it's those packs you get, the vac pack bags in them in Morrison's, ready to eat salmon. Only reason, I know you're going to say, Henry, why aren't you going to use fresh salmon from the fishmonger or fresh salmon in general? I had to use the ready to eat salmon once because I was in work, I think, and I had to pick it up quickly, or I was going somewhere, I had to pick it up quickly, and tried it. Really good. Comes with chili and something else. What does it come with? It's like chili and honey mustard dressing on top, which is actually really nice. And you just have to take it out of the pack and eat it, which is just very convenient when you've got a busy day and you don't have time to, or obviously I'm not at home at the moment, so don't have time to whack out the stove, get a pan out, start cooking salmon. We can just throw it in Tupperware with the rice and courgette and get on. So I'm going to get this meal in, and then it'll be another 2.5 hours till our next meal. So I will catch you then. Right then, next meal. Apologies about the lighting. I thought I was going to be home for this meal, but when it's time to eat, it's time to eat. So it is 6:30. Time for meal 6. 125 gram of jasmine rice, dry weight, so 375 gram cooked, as I said previously. It's the 3rd rice meal. 2 fillets of cod and courgette, so it's the same as the meal that we had earlier in the day. Soy sauce, and then that is it. And then we drive home to get our last meal in pre-bed. So I will take you through that. I'm going to get into this because I'm starving, and yeah, I'll see you on my next meal. So, last meal going in. This is meal number 7. This is the last meal before training tomorrow in the morning. So I always train at 6 AM in the morning. So our last meal always sets us up for that meal. This is basically a pre-workout meal. So which carries us through the night and then into that morning session. We have a bit of protein oats, 125 grams of oats, 2 scoops of whey isolate, 1 vanilla, 1 chocolate, 25 grams of peanut butter, 20 grams of jam, and some mixed berries, as you can see there. And then I like to kind of load my fruit pre-bed, and then just 1 apple, which go down really well. And this, as I said, this will set me up for the night, give me enough energy for tomorrow's session, which it does. I mean, we're having intra carbs in the morning, so during our session, so you know, we're never really in a fasted state. You could say all this food today is going to take a while to digest fully. So no, I'll still be holding on to some food in the morning for definite, and then we're hitting myself with 100 gram of carbs intra in the morning during that session. So we're never really without food, which is what we need to do to grow. So this has been fun. I've enjoyed documenting this. I hope you have too. I hope you've taken a few maybe tips on that was a dog burping, interrupting the video, the last bit. But yeah, hope you've taken some information from today's video. We'll probably do another full day of eating on a training day. This is a rest day, so we'll probably do a training day one. I know food's going to go up in the next coming weeks, so I'll definitely keep you up to date with that. But for now, thank you for watching if you got to this point. And again, as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share, do whatever you want to do. and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers, guys.